humans, and welcome to episode 27. I can't believe it's already 27 of them. Of Chef Mike Does Stuff. I, of course, am Chef Mike because it says so on my jacket. And you're probably familiar with seeing my big dumb bald face on this program. So it would be so weird if somebody else hosted this show at the same location as me, because this is my house. So they would be intruding, and that would be kind of odd. But anyway, today we are gonna do pepper jelly shrimp. And we got a little story because everybody loves that quick story. So I don't know if anybody knows who Jeremy London is. You may know him from the View Askew-verse. Well, this is his pepper jelly. This is London's most wanted pepper jelly. And to continue the story of me potentially being in a Kevin Smith movie, let's see if I could pop up the tweet. Boom! This is like the second one. There was a first one, and then there was a second one that I might be in a Kevin Smith movie. We'll see what happens. But thought it would be awesome because a buddy of mine sent this to me to make something awesome with it. So, you need 3 ingredients. You need shrimp, you need bacon, and you need pepper jelly. We're actually going to use the outlaw version of London's most wanted pepper jelly. That's the spicier one. Then there's a cowboy one, which is a regular one. But ultimately, this is a 3 ingredient awesome appetizer, and I guess you could add nonstick pan spray to the list there. But I'm going to show you how to simply make this the kind of like easy way, because we're going to hide the bacon underneath the shrimp so you don't have to like tie it or put a toothpick in it. Some of the bacon might shift and move around, and you might be like a little on. I don't care. It's going to be delicious and yummy. So let's go ahead. Oh, wait. I also have to thank everybody for liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel, to all my social media stuff. Thank you all very much. If you are a brand that has food stuff or beverage stuff or equipment shenanigans, feel free to email me at chefmikedoesstuff@gmail.com, and we could certainly work together on some cool, awesome stuff. And then, of course, I always put my, contact in there. Make sure you let everybody know that this channel exists. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers. So if you guys could get me to 10,000 subscribers with this video, that would be super awesome. Let people know, because I feel bad like going into some of the community group pages that I'm a part of and posting my own stuff, because this is my own stuff. It's not part of the community thing of people I love, so you know what I mean. Anyway, let's get to the cutting board. I'm very excited to try some of Jeremy London's pepper jelly, and it's gonna be delicious. I cannot wait. We are at the cutting board. First thing you're going to want to do is get a pan ready with some foil on it. Get some nonstick pan spray. Like that. Boom. This is one of the ingredients. So I guess there's 4 ingredients total. Just a little bit. You actually don't need a lot because the bacon's going to render and there's fattiness is going to be in there. But this is just to help make sure that your bacon doesn't stick to the foil. You don't even have to use foil if you don't want. If you want to just clean the pan, by all means do that. But I also feel it helps if we're trying to be delicate with things. You could lift the foil and peel the foil away, which is something you can't do with a pan. I mean, you could try. That's a hard pan. So our pan is ready. Next thing you're going to want to do is prep your shrimp. I already did it. Now, I'm going to get yelled at. I am using frozen shrimp. That's what I got from the store. I thawed it out, and this shrimp was deveined, split shell, and with the tail on. So what I did, and you can leave the tail on, but I peeled the shell completely off and the tail, because I like these little appetizers you could pick up with your hands, and there's not a tail you have to deal with at whatever, once you can actually go to a function that people are at. So if you're using fresh or frozen, whatever, I am using 16 to 20 count. Now, when you go buy shrimp, it'll usually give you those like 2 numbers. Those 2 numbers mean on average how many there are per pound. So this size here, there's 16 to 20 of these per pound of shrimp. That is how they do the sizing. That's awesome. And then if you are using frozen, obviously I thaw them in the refrigerator overnight, but sometimes they're a little juicy. I've already done it to these shrimp, but you're gonna lay your shrimp out. You're literally gonna pat it with paper towel to dry off some of the excess moisture that's either kind of the liquid that it's frozen with to keep it juicy and fresh. Could be some ice that hasn't thawed all the way out and there's little ice flakes on it. But basically we want a nice, dry, thawed, delicious shrimp. So that's prepped, ready to go. I didn't have to do that on camera or nothing because that's super easy. Next thing we're gonna do is prep our bacon. Now, as you know, I love me some bacon. In this kind of application, especially when I wrap things, I use not thick cut bacon, use the regular stuff. I don't want a super thick cut on this because I'm trying to cook this really quick. So use your traditional cut, the thickness of bacon. I'm gonna cut this right down the middle. Okay. I'm gonna put that over here. And this is what we're gonna do. First thing I wanna do, I'm actually pressing this out on the cutting board because like I said, I want it to be pretty thin. I did set my oven to 475 degrees. I don't know how long this is gonna take because I'm just whipping this up together, so I will let you know how long it takes. Now, so we've got our bacon nice and thin. We take a piece of shrimp. And our strategy is we want to start and end with the fold underneath the shrimp because we're going to put these on a pan. We want the weight of the shrimp to hold down like the open side. So hopefully it doesn't, when it cooks, the bacon likes to shrink sometimes. Hopefully it doesn't like gnarl and look all ridiculous. But if it does, it's going to be delicious and it doesn't matter. So there. So I'm simply going to take the shrimp. And I'm going to kind of open it up and roll it like so. And if we're lucky, we're not lucky, only one of those ends is on the bottom. No, there we go. We'll do it like this. Okay. So this open part right here, we want that on the bottom. So that way, like I said, the weight of the shrimp will be holding things down. Now, all you have to do is take this and arrange it on your pan. Let's do another one so you could see the magic that's happening here. Smooth it out so it's nice and thin. Take your shrimp. We'll start up here. Wrap the shrimp. This one, a little bit of the tail was stuck in the shell. What are you going to do? Okay, and we want any open, loose side on the bottom of the shrimp, like so. Even if it's if it's close to the bottom, even pull it, give it a tug so it is underneath. So that way when you put it on the pan, can you even see my pan over there? No. See that? I'm just laying it on the pan. I am gonna pause the video and just do this real quick, and then you could see the done ones because you're not gonna watch me do this to a bunch of shrimp. You can do it, I believe in you. This has been 15 minutes in the oven, and I just flipped them over. As you can see, it's still a little, we need a little bit more, which is fine. But now, for let's say the last 7 or 8 minutes, I'm gonna estimate, we're gonna put the pepper jelly on so it gets nice and glazy. I've already opened Jeremy London's Most Wanted Pepper Jelly. We're using the Outlaw. And one of the things I already did, which I should have just done on camera, is jelly, you're gonna mix it up first before we do this next step because jelly kind of gets solid and that's what happens. What am I trying to say? Anyway, you get a little brush. Brush some pepper jelly on here. Yes, it's gonna look chunky and kind of weird. But remember, once this hits the oven and that jelly melts, we're going to have a deliciously glazed shrimp. It's going to be scrumptious. So I'm not going to sit here and keep doing this. I'm going to finish this. I am going to put it back in the oven, I think for probably 5 to 7 minutes, still at the 475 degrees. And then what I'm going to do before we come back and I eat it in front of you when I do my sign off is I'm going to take my fancy photo because I'm only making this amount. That's it. So I'm going to make it look, I'm going to take a picture of it on a fancy plate and then we'll be back to eat it. And just like that, you've got pepper jelly shrimp. Here's a little tip. You don't need to use a brush. You could just spoon it on. And if you want to make it even easier, take some of the pepper jelly, put it in the microwave to thin it out a little bit, and you can baste baste it that way so it's easier to put on. Another thing, because I did have one and they're absolutely delicious, I think it's good. You might want a little salt and pepper. You might want to season the shrimp. You might want to do whatever you want to do. Do all those things. Post it, share it. Make sure you tag me and hashtag Chef Mike Does Stuff so I could see your awesome creation. Now, before I eat some, there it is. London's Most Wanted pepper jelly. This is the sweeter kind. This is the right Outlaw pepper jelly. Let me check on the back. Outlaw pepper jam will steal. Yep, that's the one. This is the spicy one. The other one's the sweet one. I recommend the spicy one for this dish. It's delicious. Jeremy London, you are awesome. Thank you so much for making this delicious pepper jelly. Now, let me try one. Hot. Ooh. That's straight up bonfire. Can I say that? Ooh, little heat. Not overpowering. That's really good. Once again, go buy yourself some pepper jelly. It's delicious. This thing's got 3 ingredients. What I want you to do, make this, buy the pepper jelly, make something kind of like it, make something completely different. Wrap other stuff in bacon, do other things with shrimp. I don't care, but make sure you tag me like I said before. Thanks to you again, Jeremy London. Your stuff is delicious. And thank you everybody for wanting me to make more videos. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, let everybody know that I exist. You know, like tag really famous people and stuff and be like, yo, Chef Mike's videos. Wow, follow them, subscribe. Most importantly, hit the bell because you are not gonna wanna miss when Chef Mike does stuff. Okay, bye! I'm gonna eat more shrimpies. Shrimpies. You could really, I prefer this pepper jelly. You could put barbecue sauce. You could put whatever other kind of sauce you want, a sweet and sour. I don't care. You now know how to make. I can't even talk today. Did I just spit too? God, you guys are gonna judge me. But anyway, I'm gonna eat some more shrimp. Okay, bye.